this 100 monkey research years ago when I was in the university, I was reading about that, and later on it became popular. There was an island near Japan, and the Japanese anthropologists were watching their behavior. One of the little monkeys found they were all eating potato-like plant, which was buried in the sand. And one day, a small monkey drops that one into the sea. And he discovers by this accident that it can wash the potato. And later on, puts into the seawater and takes it out, puts into the seawater and takes it out and eat. Learns how to do salting in this way. Interesting. And when the Japanese anthropologists observed them, they noticed in 10 years, 10 million square meter area, all the monkeys start behaving in this way. The first one who modeled that little monkey was the mother. And later on, it became the whole tribe. And in 10 years, in 10 million square meter area, was experiencing this. This is, the information is everywhere. They were not physically in touch. How did they get this information?
They are connected. They are connected in the information network, in the same
Exactly.
information network.
We are scientifically still discovering this, how it's actually done with all these quantum physics experiments. But it works. We know that it works.
It seems that I should sit with you maybe some other day to learn more about quantum physics.
Yes, in the classes we talk about that as well.
Oh, that's great. That's great.
We start from the golden ratio
Wow.
and all kind of information,
Yeah,
because
and
we need
that
to understand.
yes, and also that is one more thing, that best thing I believe on Silva method, right? That Gülgün, that in all scientifically way we can connect this amazing technique. That how how
And also
science.
Silva,
Yes.
still sometimes I'm amazed. He started in 1940s, and how that time there was not much of a research, but now there's lots of research about this kind of things. And every day when you go into YouTube channels, Instagram, social media posts, you get all this kind of information proven. There is a lady, I forgot her name. We were always teaching Masaru Emoto's the ice crystals, how they are nicely designed, how they respond to your talk. Now there's a new lady, all her work is in Instagram. I forgot her name, sorry about that. But she did with her iPhone, very simple thing. She took some cup of sort of, and she put and say a ring inside or whatever for a while, and then took it off, and then froze the water. Took the picture of it. Interestingly, the water shows that picture when it was in the ice form. Now technology is reachable for everyone who wants to learn, experience, and who is wondering how things work. Simple, nice, and easy.
That's great. Okay, so let's come straight to the point on which I wanted to discuss from the starting, the journey of yours, like how you have reacted when you have learned first time that you have detected with this chronic disease, and what was your reaction, and how Silva method actually helped you to, with obviously with proper medications and proper guidance with doctor, how
Of
Silva
course.
method has helped you to get rid of this kind of situation, because this chronic disease is not only like it damage our physical us physically, but also it affects us mentally as well. So
Yeah,
how Silva method has helped you? Please share your journey, Gulbin.
thank you. Last year, by the end of July, just the beginning of August, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. It was all of a sudden. I didn't even have symptoms. I have a great friend who is a doctor friend of mine, and he was the surgeon, actually, a breast surgeon. So I went to him and I was diagnosed. The first day I learned on the phone that all my results came out and I had this. I felt like an atomic bomb was exploded in my body. I was 61 years old. I wasn't ready for that. I thought I was doing everything right, you know. But also Silva has a saying, says that sometimes he considers there's two types of intelligence, biological intelligence and the human intelligence. Says sometimes your biological intelligence invites your human intelligence to interfere. The first moment that I learned, I was very much afraid and I was shocked because cancer was a very well-known story and I had it actually when I was 29 as well. So it was not a new experience. Later on, I just thought of it. What do I feel? How do I feel? And I worked with Silva, of course. I noticed that there's so many things. It was like when we have a disease, we feel victimized. All our past programming of being victimized is triggered. But what did I do wrong? We go back to the child self. And unfortunately, new approaches about diseases is in a kind of blame, you know, all these books and stories. You did this because your motherhood issues is a problem, because you're feeding other people, but you're not feeding yourself. All this judgment and they want to help maybe, but it doesn't work. You don't feel very comfortable with it. You feel like I did something wrong. I ate the wrong things. I did wrong things physically or emotionally. So first of all, I needed to get rid of that victim consciousness from out of me. So I worked with myself with Silva Method every single day. Every single day. I was not going to work till late hours. I needed to work, but I wasn't working fully, only half day. Half day, I was sitting, using all my techniques. I was using my counselors. Interestingly, but something interesting happened. The first day, I found out about my cancer diagnosis. I went into my lab. My counselors was there, and they were celebrating. They were like partying. I said, "What's going on? This is, I'm in pain." And that moment, I understood this is a gift for me. This is not a disease for me. This is, if I manage to change my way of standing towards this problem, then I can change so many things. That was a new story for me. From then on, I had a chemotherapy, I had a radiotherapy, I had a surgery in 6 months. And whatever I was doing, as you see me now, full makeup, happily ever after, going to my chemo, going to my radiotherapy, all things. Not that I believe in everything I do, because my doctors asked me to. I was cooperating. But the most important thing in my mind, I was creating a healing sessions out of all those painful situations. For example, every time I go to chemo session, I used to put my ear stuff, and I was listening that I am in a healing place. All my doctors, my nurses are there to be light beings, helping me